Hi there. Come with me as we delve into the strange mind of Kent Hovind and the people who apparently follow him.
Positive mutations, and I know that you've responded to this one. Bacteria that are able to digest nylon.
Sure.
Now, your response is
that something that I bet people on a deserted island, if they were dying of starvation, could probably learn to digest trees.
What?
Yeah, Kent, that's why people starve to death when they get lost in the wilderness. Because we can just switch to eating leaves and trees. Here's an idea. How about you go off on your own and sequester yourself on a little island and see if you can survive solely on leaves and trees. Get back to me if you make it.
Trees.
I mean, we could probably eat.
I don't think the bacteria changed our digestive system. They changed their diet. Is the system still the same? It just now has new input? You can run your fireplace off of wood, or you could probably run it off of telephone books.
The vast majority of the system is still the same. It's not just a new input, though. It's not just putting a new fuel on the fire. See, Kent, you do not understand what an enzyme is. You don't understand what it does or why they're there. Using the fire as an analogy for an enzyme, you would need a different fire to burn something that can't burn with fire. Right? So if you use thermite to melt metal, that would be a good analogy, not just throwing different kind of paper onto the different kind of wood onto the fire. That's just like digesting meat and then digesting a different kind of meat. It's not fundamentally any different. The same existing enzyme can break down all kinds of meat. Same with fire and all kinds of wood or paper, but it's not going to burn metal. So nylon, even though it has carbon and nitrogen in it, it cannot be broken down by any naturally occurring enzyme. These bacteria had to mutate a new enzyme in order to digest nylon. That is called evolution, Kent.
You know, you could change the input, but still a fireplace. So I think you can digest lots of things. Now nylon, the bacteria that are able to digest nylon, first of all, you got to start with an incredibly complex creature, a bacteria.
The origin of DNA and complexity in life doesn't matter in this case. All that we're asking is whether that life can change. That's called evolution.
With an incredibly complex digestive system, and then all of a sudden something new is thrown at it, nylon. Oh, and it happened to either have a mutation that allowed that.
That is exactly what happened, Kent. It had a mutation, and all mutations always occur in pre-existing genetic material. Period.
Or it simply already had the ability and had an adaptation, starving to death. So, I mean, people lived off of other people. I mean, you know, the plane crash in, what was that, Peru, you know? Up in the,
right.
Yeah, they had to eat other people that died.
Wow.
What was that, Peru, you know? Up in the,
Right.
Yeah, they had to eat other people that died. And so you can learn to... I was in, where was I at? In Italy, and they had horse. We ate horse.
Ooh, I just got the chills. Oh yeah, from his float, not your speech.
So yeah, conclusion, Kent has no idea what an enzyme even is or does or how a new one is made. Again, all mutations occur to existing genetic material. Mutations change DNA. DNA codes for proteins. When you change the DNA, it changes what proteins it makes.